Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to jump right into it today and get started by pulling out these bins that have our family photos, and I'm going to chalk paint this piece of furniture to match the rest of the pieces in this dining room. This was a little bookshelf that was in my older son's nursery, and I've just been keeping it in my master bedroom because I don't want to get rid of it. It has sentimental value, but I really wanted to use it one day for something. So now that I have another son who is only 21 months old, I'm going to use it to store some of his toys in here. And I did chalk paint the rest of my dining furniture a few videos ago. I will definitely link that at the end if you wanted to get a chalk painting tutorial. This, however, is not going to be a tutorial. I basically just speed through this part and kind of skip to more of the decluttering and organizing because I didn't want to bore you too much. So you're going to see little glimpses of me putting coat 1, coat 2, and the top coat, but it's not going to take up the whole video. This is actually my dining room that you see me in, but we recently put up baby gates to block off the hall in the kitchen, and that way it's like a big playroom for my son Alex. So we're letting him play in here, but we don't want the toys to be completely all over the place, and we still want it to look pretty nice as a dining room. We don't want it to be a complete playroom look since it's right in the middle of our dining room. So we are trying to use this cabinet as a way to make the toy storage a little bit prettier and go a little more with the aesthetic of the dining room. So the photos that I was storing in that cabinet previously are going to be moved up into the top of my husband's closet. But I don't want to put all 4 of these bins at the top of his closet. It will take up so much room. So I got these really nice organizers on Amazon and these chalk labels that come with their own chalk marker. And I'm going to attempt to organize these photos and hopefully reduce how much space they're taking up. And I'll link everything in my description box today for you guys, the chalk paint, the photo organizers, the chalk labels, everything that I can think of that I used on this video or bought that I can link, I will. So look for that in my description box. So you see me here, I am organizing the photos into 10 different piles. So I was given 10 5x7 organizers, and I wanted to make sure that I had 10 different categories so that I could label them and get them into the right cases. And that way, if I needed some fall photos for my fall decor, I can just go into the one that says fall and find some cute pictures of the kids to display for fall. I wanted to share this with you guys. I thought it was really special. My mom made this little coronavirus album for us, and it sounds odd, but I love the idea behind it. She wanted the kids to remember all the good things about the quarantine and not just have scary or bad memories about this time in their lives. And so she wanted to try to make it more fun and so that they could at least look back and have some good memories of it. And so she put some little pictures together for them into an album. Noelle made the family some masks on her sewing machine, and they would just take them on little field trips sometimes to see like places that they grew up or like a great grandparent's home or things like that. And so they tried to make it fun for my kids, and that just meant a lot to me because I don't want them looking back and being, you know, upset about this time period or afraid or have like really negative memories. So that just made me feel really good as a mom that my kids will have some good memories.
You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down.
By the way, if you're new to my channel today, thank you so much for stopping by. I usually introduce myself much earlier in the video, but I feel like this is such a busy video and there's so much going on that I haven't even had a chance to say hello to you. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. And my name is Jenny, and I love to do decluttering and organizing and cleaning videos, as well as some decor and home projects. And my tagline is clean your way to calm. And as a person who has struggled with anxiety and depression and some other mental illnesses for a couple of decades now, I do find cleaning to be a huge stress reliever. And I love to share that on my channel and help you to create a clean and calm space for yourself and your family. So if you like what you see so far, I would invite you to subscribe. I'd love to see you again on the next video. And if you're on Instagram, I'm at Jenny Teal, so I'd love for you to give me a follow so I can get to know you better there too. have to say I was really loving how these organizers were working. I've found them to be very easy to use, and they hold a lot of photos, and they're just so space saving. Like, I know that I'm not going to need all 4 bins, and that was my whole goal from the beginning, is to reduce the number of bins that I have to put up in my husband's closet. So these work great. The labels worked great. I was really happy with everything, and I would totally recommend them. Look how big this stack of photos is, and it just slides right in, and there's even a little bit of room to spare. So I am totally happy with these photo organizers, and again, they'll be in my description box.
Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do.
And I began to put them back in the bin, and I started putting them in kind of like the standard way, and then I realized that they would fit so much better if I did it the KonMari way and filed them, because it just takes up so much less room and it just looks so much neater. So I did that for one bin, and for the other bin I went ahead and put just like empty frames that I like to use at certain times of year, and other pictures that stay in the frames, and of course the little coronavirus album. And that's it. I only needed 2 bins to fit all this, and I was able to donate the other 2 bins. And so I'm going to put them up in my husband's closet right now.
Leave your side.
While I was organizing the photos, the first coat dried on the bookshelf, and so I'm giving it a second coat so that that can be drying while I declutter toys. Feels great to be giving this bookshelf new life again, and a special spot right here in the dining room where the baby will be able to kind of play around in here and have his toys stored in here. So I'm really, really glad to be using it again.
Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do anything.
As far as decluttering Alex's toys goes, I usually like to just grab 2 baskets or 2 bins, and one is trash, one is donation, and just the ones on the floor behind me is the keep pile. Sometimes I'll get a 3rd basket for the keep pile, but with something this big where it would just take up so much space, I'm just using the floor. So everything's gonna either be kept or donated or thrown away.
We have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If
I'm just getting his toys into the new bins that I bought for the cabinet, and I was so excited to find these bins. I don't know if you guys have a store called At Home, or if it's just a regional thing where I live. I'm from Louisiana, but I don't love this store typically. I don't find a ton of things, but when I need a good basket or bin, I usually will find it at the At Home store. So that's where I picked these up, and I was so excited because they're really like a custom fit for the cabinet. I didn't have any bins for that cabinet because it used to have books on it, and I just needed some bins to hold all these toys, and I was so amazed at how beautifully they fit in there. So I'm just kind of organizing them a little bit here. All of his Duplo blocks went in one bin, his trucks and cars in another bin, and just other random toys in the 3rd bin. Then the 4th bin is empty, which is a very good thing because we have a little bit of room to grow for birthday, Christmas, things like that. And now I'm back to the cabinet, and I'm taking a little sandpaper and just distressing the edges and just kind of making it look a little more worn in and rustic. I'm definitely a big fan of that, having kids, having everything have a little bit of worn look to it so that I don't stress about them banging things on it or scraping things on it. It just kind of makes me feel like it's meant for that. And here is the polyacrylic coat. So this is the top coat, and this is gonna sit overnight and cure. And then first thing in the morning, I'm gonna come in here and finish this room.
Tell me how to let go, 'cause you really seem to know how to carry on your own. Ever since I got a good look in his eyes, I just knew that he was special. He said he wanted to take it slow, but I couldn't help that I wanted to take it to the next level, 'cause I wanted that great love, like standing in the middle of a pond.
So now it's the next morning, and I'm coming in here to finish off the room, tidy up a few little things that needed to be tidied up, and I definitely need to give the floors a good sweep. But I was looking at this sign above my server that says, "And thank you for a house full of love," and I thought it might look really nice above the new little toy shelf. And the frame around this sign is like identical to the baskets that I just put in there, and it's the right shape and height, so I thought I would go ahead and move it over there and see what it looks like. So I decided I loved it there, and I thought it looked really nice, but now I have an empty spot above my server. So let me know in the comments what you think I should put up there. Should I put up another sign or maybe a mirror? What do you think would look best? And I'm not gonna tackle my table today because my daughter just put together a 1,000 piece puzzle, and it's a little English cottage scene, and it's super pretty. And I don't know about you guys, but like when you first put together a puzzle, you don't want mom to like break it apart. So I'm gonna leave it there and let us enjoy it for a few days. And I'm just giving this room a good sweep. There's all kinds of stuff on the ground, and I want to create a clean, calm space in here for us to enjoy. So I just want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today, hanging out with me. I always appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And I cannot wait to see you on the next video. So thank you again for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.